The following story and photos are from GiantPandaKing's book, Gotham 1919 to 1939, by Russell S. Beatty, available from www.giantpandaking.com. Viewer discretion is advised.
And so many are dead. Too many. Because of me.
In the bustling city of Gotham, Jack Ryder, a charismatic radio host, had an insatiable curiosity. He was known to rub elbows with the high society of Gotham in spite of his own humble upbringing. He had hosted exposés on the mob, the politicians and Cluemaster's blackmail scheme, and even on the Court of Owls. His curiosity drove him to uncover the truth behind the enigmatic costumed figures that captured the press. Over time, however, his shows and his writing felt more and more stale. Jack was very hard-pressed to compete with other big names in radio such as Edward Bowes and Eddie Cantor. Jack's coverage of the happenings in Gotham lacked one thing: first-hand experience. He harkened back to his coverage of Mr. Freeze's attack on the city. That had been one of his most popular shows. Jack had a tendency towards addictive personality. He drank excessively during this depressive time in his career. Eventually, he got out of that place and decided to set out and restore his fading glory. Determined to get the inside scoop, Jack devised a daring plan. He would become a costumed hero himself. Donning an outfit inspired by the eerie characters of German expressionist films, he took to the streets at night, observing events from the shadows. With a pale face, wild green hair, and a red and yellow outfit, he earned himself the moniker, the Creeper. As word began to spread about the Creeper's nightly activities, Jack Ryder was the first to capitalize on his own idea. No one could know it was actually him. The Creeper's ambiguous nature puzzled the citizens of Gotham. Was he a force for good or a harbinger of chaos? The Creeper had a tendency to stay aloof from conflicts, but sometimes his mere presence was off-putting to criminals. The more superstitious ones would leave the scene of the crime altogether upon sighting him. Jack reveled in the mystery, relishing the attention and speculation surrounding his true intentions. The uncertainty towards him that was held by the public gave him an edge. In his radio shows, he really leaned into the theories and speculations circulating about him. His popularity began to skyrocket. Given time, he suddenly found himself conflicted. Jack knew that he wanted to be a hero and help the city, but his bizarre appearance and costume seemingly threw doubt on that among speculators. Initially, he saw his alter ego as a means to bolster his radio program's popularity, but soon his activities as the Creeper consumed him entirely. As he delved deeper into his role as the Creeper, he found himself increasingly drawn to the thrill and adrenaline that came with it. In his pursuit of justice, Jack's addictive personality led him down a dangerous path. Before, it had mainly focused on the consumption of alcohol, but now it was more serious. He managed to obtain a diluted form of Venom, a notorious new steroid enhancer that had begun circulating the streets of Gotham. It heightened his senses and enhanced his physical capabilities, but at a cost. The drug took hold of him, and Jack became dependent on its power. As Venom coursed through his veins, Jack's body underwent a transformation. His strength and agility surged, but so did his erratic behavior and aggression. The line between hero and villain blurred, leaving those around him uncertain of which persona they would encounter. The media began to dub him a Jekyll and Hyde of the streets, a being of unpredictable chaos. The Creeper's actions became a source of fear and caution, with whispers spreading throughout the city to beware his presence. Jack Ryder had become entangled in his own addictive pursuit. He was torn between his original intentions and the alluring darkness that consumed him. The streets of Gotham grew fraught with tension as the Creeper's actions became increasingly unpredictable. The police and the Bat team responded to numerous reports of criminals and citizens alike being accosted by the Creeper, but were often too late to respond. Predicting the Creeper's movements and appearances proved difficult at best. The citizens learned to be wary, never knowing if they would encounter the hero or the villain. Some even became obsessed with him. One artist in particular was driven to insanity by obsession with the Creeper, worried that the Creeper was coming for them. Almost without realizing it, Jack Ryder had become a pawn in his own addictive game. He had set out to do good and restore his career, but had ultimately fallen into a hole too deep for him to climb out of on his own. The city would continue to hold its breath, unsure of what the Creeper would do next. The Creeper would remain active, waiting and hoping to be set free from his prison, one of his own making. Criminals would be terrified of encountering him. The whispers would resound in the streets. Beware. Beware the Creeper.